This is Blasphemous, and these are the games you are looking for. If you love the dark, grim and brutal Blasphemous vibe, these games are like forbidden books from the same library. There won't be any Hollow Knight or other titles that always come up in this topic. No. We are going deep into the grim, dark, brutal and serious side of pixel art Metroidvanias, action platformers and 2D soulslikes that will test your combat skills, reflexes and, most of all, the very limits of your sanity. Let's begin. Let's start the list with the Tarnishing of Juxtia, a game that stands more on the Souls-like side. It combines dark fantasy visuals and a hauntingly beautiful score with challenging Souls-inspired 2D action RPG gameplay and a sinister narrative. This game has an interesting combat system that rewards you as you consecutively learn your strikes. You will receive a supercharged boost to your stamina and mana that will help you in your fights. This game has a really good pixel art style, with distinct areas and creature design, a well-balanced gameplay that will test your reflexes, a great story, lots of weapons, armor sets, magic abilities, relics and other hidden items to find, equip and enhance your character with, as well as utterly vicious bosses that will test your fighting skills. I think this game is a really good pick if you're looking for a strong contender in the Souls department of games. Dragon is Dead is your typical dark hack-and-slash roguelite action platformer game that also looks a lot like Blasphemous. This beautifully crafted pixel art game immediately caught my attention as, the title suggests, this game revolves around dragons. Every dragon that challenged the gods has fallen except their leader, Gurnian. We must become a dragon slayer and stop him. We will face hordes of demons and monsters, learn their patterns and recognize their weaknesses to defeat them. We are able to use diverse skills and builds, obtain powerful equipment that will trigger different synergies for our build, and so on. I love the idea and the pixel art in this game. It is not a Metroidvania nor a Souls-like, but a good old action platformer is always a solid pick. Now this one looks incredibly good. Dark Devotion is your typical side-scrolling Souls-like game in which you explore the secrets of a mysterious fallen temple and put your Templar fate to the test. This game has an amazing pixel art style, great animation and a lot of details. The world looks dark, mysterious and hostile, and the monsters we meet are dark and devious. We will fight and find a lot of new weapons to try, armors, relics, each with its own attributes and statistics, also customizable with mystical runes. Dark Devotion is a story of perseverance, dedication and secrets. Every chest you open, every item you encounter holds another piece of the history. Be it a letter, weapon or a clue, all will help you on your quest. This game is incredible, it looks amazing and it is hard, but not unforgiving. Now we start the Metroidvania segment. Skelethrone is a challenging 2D action platformer with RPG elements inspired by games like Castlevania and Dark Souls. We play as Ericona, a lord destined for death by treachery who avoided it in favor of a more grim fate. In terms of aesthetics, this game looks a bit strange. I mean, it looks good, but the art is very specific, let's say. It may not appeal to everyone, to be honest. This title offers every known classical Metroidvania element where we unlock various unique upgrades of movement or combat, so we can basically expand our possibilities and travel further, unlocking new areas and so on. It also offers a huge world, so we can explore various handcrafted locations, find different weapons and equipment along our way, and for most, there are multiple endings, so making key decisions along the way will determine Ericona's fate. Elderand may look a bit different at first sight, but trust me, this game is dark and brutal. This retro-inspired platformer makes you fight demons while wielding an arsenal of killing instruments and abilities. You will explore the twisted Lovecraftian world, shrouded in darkness and madness, with beautiful pixel art, Metroidvania-style exploration, and RPG elements that will let you customize your experience to best suit your playstyle. You can change the appearance of your character, skill stats, and even weapons. You will collect loot from exploration and fallen enemies, collect lost letters and other correspondence from the poor souls who came before you to learn more about the darkness taking hold of this grim land, and travel to many corners of these perilous lands, such as a village with merchants, dark and gloomy forests, temple prisons, and even cursed cathedrals, where you will fight, you guessed it, enormous bosses that will test your skill. This game is good, really good. Doesn't have a ton of new ideas, but this is what's great about this game. A classic Metroidvania experience that plays with religion and madness. And the LILIES is a game you probably already know. Unravel the mystery of the kingdom destroyed by the Reign of Death. Journey through the sprawling and hauntingly beautiful lands and traversing a submerged forest, a sealed of contaminated underground cavern, and a grand castle in a very peculiar graphical style. You play as a young priestess awakening in a decaying kingdom, and you will explore the vast kingdom of lands and discover old secrets. You will, of course, participate in lots of combat, but as in Metroidvanias and Souls-like games, you need to learn how the enemies move and when they attack to get out of alive from these encounters. You will acquire melee, ranged, magic and other skills to help you in fights and traversing the map, and you will do so by recruiting fallen foes. You can mix and match the abilities to fit your playstyle, so don't worry about that. Apart from that, there are beautiful landscapes and animations in a dark gothic style to experience, a solid soundtrack and lots of mysteries to uncover. This is one of the best games in the genre, and I think it's a solid, really solid pick if you're looking for a close match to Blasphemous. Eden's Guardian is an interesting Metroidvania that looks very similar to Blasphemous in terms of aesthetics. In this game we play as one of Eden's Guardians on a journey to unravel secrets shrouded in darkness and uncover what befell this world during our captivity. This is your typical Metroidvania adventure with pixel art aesthetics, which I must say looks great. This game offers a breathtaking world, various interesting mechanics like flying raging, where we throw our sword or nail and teleport to it, and much more. Deep lore and epic boss fights enhance the classical Metroidvania experience, making this game a solid title to try out. Ah yes, Moonscars. This game was a big surprise for me as I stumbled across it by accident. I wish this game was more popular, as it is really good. This is one of the closest aesthetically games to Blasphemous. It has gorgeous pixel art style, fluid and satisfying animations, and a really dark and grim setup. You play as Grey Irma, driven by a lonesome purpose, find the sculpture and unravel the mystery of her existence. The combat in this game is really fun, especially if you like the well-known pairing mechanic. The story is really good. It's a strange, dark fantasy tale filled with twists and intricate world building. It is a quite short experience, but what a ride this game is, seriously. I put this game so high not without a reason. It is a game that is so close to Blasphemous with the vibes it presents, but it is so different that it makes it really special. Trust me, play the game, you won't be disappointed. Death's Gambit is a hardcore 2D RPG action platformer game where you play as Death's right hand. Your mission is to defeat undying guardians to purge their souls and achieve immortality. This game is a Metroidvania with great RPG mechanics. You can choose from 7 classes, a wide variety of weapons, and skills to create your own combat style. You can customize your character and hunt or gather materials to craft new items to help yourself through the game. The world you get to explore is very diverse and non-linear, and it is stunning. The environments are truly breathtaking, the pixel art style is beautiful and very classic, the combat feels and looks amazing, and the RPG mechanics add flavor to the overall experience. I highly recommend giving it a try. And before we jump to spot number 1, I've prepared 5 additional games as honorable mentions. And last but not least, we have a game you probably expected, The Last Fate. This game is not only a Metroidvania but also a Souls-like. In this dark, brutal and grim world, you will need to be precise in your combat with a huge range of custom executions to perform. The world is very well crafted, with gorgeous pixel art style. The game leans more towards the Castlevania style, in case you haven't noticed yet. The animations look clear and smooth, and the visuals are stunning. You will step into and explore a non-linear world with gothic landscapes as Eric, who awakens with memory loss. You will travel through different locations, often battling grotesque enemies and using a wide variety of weapons to seek salvation. I think this one is the closest game in terms of not only aesthetic but also Metroidvania as well as Souls-like elements you can get compared to Blasphemous. I highly suggest this one if you're looking for something really close. And that's everything I prepared for you today. I hope you liked this video and found some great new games to play. Leave a comment and tell me which game from the list was your favorite, or if there is a game that wasn't on the list and you can recommend it, then feel free to drop it in the comments. Also, leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with fresh indie games and sale videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.